A lot of immature Sigma men have a problem with the idea that they might be introverted. They don't want to think of themselves as someone who is shy or quiet, but who has that air of confidence about them. As a Sigma male, it's not an issue of being confident in your own skin, it's simply not your way to interact with everyone, because you're so used to being on your own. They are decisive, know what they want in life, and know how to get it with little trouble or effort. That's not arrogance, it's simply Sigma men having the self-confidence to know what they want and how to get it. As introverts, they spend a lot of time thinking about how the world works and why people do the things they do. Others may see them as someone who doesn't care, because he's not interested in speaking with them or anybody else for that matter, but in reality, he's simply focused on his future and where it'll take him, instead of hung up on what other people have to say about his present behavior or actions. Sigma males know that introversion does not mean shyness, and it doesn't mean they can't take charge either. If a Sigma man is in a group meeting with a bunch of people, then he's not going to be receding into the back wall somewhere, but will take part just as deeply as anyone else there, even though he might not raise his voice or crack jokes like some extroverts do. So let's see 10 traits that make Sigma male unique, and if you are one of them. 1. You're good at listening. As introverts, you're used to being in your head and contemplating ideas. You can learn a lot from people by just listening and taking some time to process what they're telling you. As a Sigma male, you know that the most valuable quality is the ability to listen, because it will tell you when people are lying or hiding something from you. Be sure to take your time when speaking to someone, and ask them questions about themselves. It's a sign of confidence. 2. You don't care about what others think. The Sigma male has a lot of great qualities that are ignored, because people don't think introversion is a good thing. They don't understand that being a Sigma man is just who they are, and they can't change it. The Sigma male doesn't care about what other people think. There's no need to spend time trying to prove something when you know it yourself. It might take some time to get used to talking with people, but you'll be able to do things on your own and be comfortable talking with someone one-on-one, so it'll be worth it in the end. Because Sigma men are introverted, they spend time thinking introspectively and are not as worried about how they come across to others, making them powerful males. It is important for them to work hard for their goals and accomplish them no matter what. 3. You do your best work when you're alone and in silence. When you're a Sigma, the one thing that can happen that will make you feel at peace is when you're left alone with your thoughts. You don't need other people to pour in order for ideas to come to you, your mind works on its own. If your brain doesn't work well on its own, then a good way to get started is by doing some meditation or reading a book. There's usually no better time to do either of these things than when you have an hour or two off from work, but there are also monitors meant for things like this that may help them out. 4. You're self-reliant. Sigma men are independent people and do things by themselves, because it's more rewarding than doing things with other people. A Sigma male is needed as an example for those who feel like they can't control their lives, or someone else can help them achieve something greater in life. Being the Sigma male is about being on your own and working hard, so you don't need others to help you out. You're better at focusing on what's in front of you rather than looking ahead and worrying about where the path will take you. The Sigma man is introspective and introverted, meaning that he needs time to be by himself to think about things before they act. 5. You're introspective. The Sigma man is naturally introspective and he wants to think independently, rather than being influenced by others, which means his thoughts won't always reflect what other people are thinking, but that's okay. There wouldn't be a need for others to tell you how to live your life if you were happy on your own. The Sigma will constantly want to make sure everything is going well, so they don't miss out on the things that matter to them. 6. You don't look for validation from others. Don't mistake introspection as being someone who needs validation from everyone around them, because you aren't looking for acceptance. It's true that Sigma men enjoy spending time alone most of the time, but it doesn't mean that they seek approval or want everyone to love them. Sigma males don't need validation or approval, because they're not interested in becoming someone else. just doing their own thing so they can become better at being themselves. He doesn't need someone else to tell him how he's acting, just a clear plan for what they want to do, no matter what people say or think of the work they produce. There aren't many places where Sigma males need validation from others. Just time alone for introversion and a clear, precise plan for their goals. This is what makes him different from others, because they work hard and don't look for validation from others, they're confident in themselves. They've learned to see what's right and wrong when it comes to making choices about the things that happen in their lives, so there won't be any uncertainty if another person comes into play. 7. You don't like the spotlight. As a Sigma man, you're not afraid of getting into the spotlight, it's just that you'd rather be sitting in the audience and watch as someone else does it. As a Sigma, confidence is key no matter where you are, or who sees your work. Whether it's on a big stage, small stage, or behind a computer monitor, you can deliver your ideas with conviction, and make people look up to you for wanting to make change happen. The Sigma male won't mind if people want to make them a leader. They can do it if they wish to, but they're just fine on their own. 8. You're loyal to those closest to you. Loyalty is a trait Sigma males have because they choose their friends and family carefully. After all, they are inherently more selective about who they give their time to. They won't respond or react if someone comes up and tries to get in touch with them, because they want close people to be loyal, genuine, and supportive. Loyal Sigma men will stand up for what's right, even if it means getting into conflict with others over what they believe in. 9. You love spending quality time with yourself. It's true that Sigma males spend quite a bit of time being by themselves, and this is because they like having their own space. It actually helps them think more clearly and creatively. As a Sigma man, when you have your own thoughts to fulfill your mind, you can direct them towards bigger goals or projects, rather than wondering what you're going to eat for lunch today. Sigma men embrace being alone, because they like to spend time with themselves. If you're a Sigma, you can think about what's going on in your life, and strategize ways to handle it without the input of others. 10. You can handle constructive criticism. Immature Sigma men have a difficult time accepting feedback, especially from people close to them, because they don't like being told what to do in certain situations. This is why a mature Sigma male accepts constructive criticism on their own terms, and respects the person who gives it, because there are some things Sigmas don't always see when they look at themselves, compared to others looking at them.